The voice of the culture, Viking TV 93.1. I'm Talkin, a senior here at Northside High School's Broadcasting Academy, and this is Once a Viking. Who do we have today?
We have Kenneth, keep him talking Boudreaux, but Kenneth Boudreaux, class of 1986, Northside High School graduate, the seventh of 8 graduates of Northside High School, a parent of some Northside graduates, all about that Northside.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Kenneth, keep him talking. What were you involved with when you were here at Northside?
Oh my, tried to do a lot as much as possible. I came then and still believe that extracurricular activities is important to the educational process. So certainly I was an athlete. I played football. Fortunate to have a pretty good football career here at Northside, as well as baseball and wrestling. But probably my proudest was I was a class officer. I was the vice president of my senior class, served on the student council, also part of some anti-drug awareness programs. But the greatest thing was the Northside Student Service Club. Back then was headed under the faculty leadership of the legendary Miss Frances Shaw.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate to be a 4-year member there and president of that club, and probably was some of the greatest experiences that I've had here at Northside High School.
So you were very involved.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
That Viking pride went deep back then. Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been into politics, and what made you get involved?
Oh, good question. So I'm actually about to complete 14 years of service, and I'm going to break that down for you. I served 12 previous years under the Consolidated Council of Lafayette, where I was elected in 2007, took office in 2008, and then went on in 2011 and 2015, went unopposed in my re-election bid. So that was the 12-year stint there. Stepped away for 4 years due to term limits and health issues. And then recently ran for public office again and took office in January of 24, and has been in office since, about to complete, as I said, our second full year. So it was all about service, back to that service club experience here at Northside High School, back to being on the student council and class office. It just kind of transcended into being a recognized person in a leadership role, wanting to serve community at a greater level. And people ask. I was approached and I responded, and the rest is history. So completing 14 years again in local council, local legislative branch of government, and I'm enjoying every moment of it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your vision for the future of Northside High School?
There's this thing, talk about make America great again, and my response to that has always been America has been and remains great. We just need to have people do great things. So I would say for Northside, I still feel and view that Northside is great. Northside has always been great. We just need to display that greatness. So my vision, my goal, my hope is that enrollment increases, that our enrollment numbers grow, and more people want to send their kids here, that it becomes a community school once again, where people in the close proximity want to come here, that graduates like myself send their children here. I have 2 kids who graduated from Northside High School, and just as an example, if I could, they were in the French immersion program. They were at Boudreaux Middle, and they could have easily segued right to Lafayette High. But as a resident of the Northside community, someone who loves Northside, someone who bleeds North, someone who still wears his Northside graduation ring, I intentionally had my children come to my alma mater and keep that resource here. Because we got some amazing learners here, as the people in this room, amazing learners. If our greatest learners all go to another school of choice rather than stay at their home school, well, then we lose our greatest learners. So with that said, I want alumni to send their children here. I want the local community to keep their children here. I want the community to support the programs that takes place here like we're doing here today, see enrollment numbers increase, and that Northside is recognized for its greatness again.
Yep. That Viking pride burns deep all the time.
You understand?
Yeah.
All right, now come on.
Okay, Mr. Kenneth, what's your favorite pastime?
Oh, wow. My patio. I don't, I tell people often, I don't have much pastime. I like observing athletic competition. I like seeing the greatness of young people. I like coming and seeing young people do well. But, I also like my private time, my alone time. When you're in public office and in public service and you're always for the people, among the people, for the people, sometimes just getting away and playing with my German Shepherd is more than enough. So, whenever I could take a step back and relax, I enjoy that, and just quiet time, because you're always in the noise, right?
Yeah.
You're always in the noise. So when you could find some quiet time, that's peaceful. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's man, you can't imagine what that feels like. So that's kind of it. I'm simple.
Yeah.
Simple. I like to see, like I said, I like to see young people do good things. That's beautiful. But then I like just some quiet time, some peaceful time, some alone time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Where did the nickname "Keep 'em Talking" come from?
It was radio. So I've been blessed and fortunate. I've been doing talk radio now, going on 26 years or 27 years, believe it or not. Started out with a program way back in the day called Holla Back, from the FUBU model, for you by you. Mm-hmm. Well, it was Holla Back was for teens by teens. It was giving you all a voice like what you have developed here. Here at Northside, is giving you all an uncensored voice, so people could understand and see the needs, the true needs of young people, rather than guessing, rather than we thinking everything has to remain old school. Now, I like me some old school,
yeah.
But I also know that we need some new school, kind of like the old drumline. We're going to blend this old school with this new school. So it was giving young people a voice. And for me, when I first started, everybody has a radio name, right? Everybody has something about radio. I couldn't just be Kenneth Boudreaux,
yeah.
right? So what we had to do, I wanted to get people talking. I wanted young people to talk, and even now in the community hour, I want our older people to talk. So we said we're going to Kenneth, keep them talking, Boudreaux, and that's how that grew.
All right. All right. What advice would you give students who want to get into broadcasting or media?
Do everything Mr. C tells you to do. No, it needs to be a passion.
Yeah.
I will say this isn't for everyone. That's first of all. But if it's your passion, certainly learn the culture, learn the traits, learn the professional aspects of it. Number one, be yourself. Offer something, offer you, because you cannot be duplicated if you try to be someone else. So for me, I often tell people, although I consider myself, I am in radio. Some people even say I'm not a journalist. They say I am, but I'm not. I think you got to be trained to become a journalist, like what you all are experiencing here.
Yeah.
But I bring my authentic uniqueness to the table, mm-hmm. and I just be myself. So I would say my advice to young people is be who you are. That cannot be duplicated, and be passionate about what you're doing. Put everything into it, and learn. And I said that kind of humorously, but really, when you have someone like Cedric Bryant, who can train, teach, and share his years of experience and expertise, take advantage of that. Take advantage of that, and then you take everything that he gives you, you put your twist on it, and now you got your product, you got your brand. And that would be my advice.
That's some good advice. That is really good advice. Okay, what's your favorite football team?
Northside High School. No, so really, true answer, I love Northside. Mm-hmm. I made sure I bought my house near Northside and was in Northside school zone, and I still wear a lot of red, black, and white clothing product, tennis, and paraphernalia.